How narcissists apologize to someone they've hurt, and why it's not going to matter. It's baffling how narcissists can coerce their victims into suffering unfathomable torment at their hands. It's hard to understand how people who commit such atrocities and feel no guilt can go about their days undetected and contaminate others. Do they not realize that their behavior impacts other people? What else, though, is going to happen if they aren't ready? The truth is, narcissists know full well that they are causing misery to their victims because they meticulously plot out how to do so. They know exactly how you feel and can relate to what you're going through. While they may easily just ignore the feeling, they can't understand your perspective because they lack empathy. Their inability to feel sympathy for others limits their ability to connect with others. They don't have any compassion and would rather injure someone than not. Narcissists have a hard time understanding that their behavior is wrong and should be met with consequences. If you get in the way of a narcissist and their plans, they will bring you harm. What are they going to do if you have evidence but no one to blame? There's nothing they can do because they don't regret or feel sorry about their behavior. The fact that they initially didn't care raises red flags. It's up to them to decide whether to keep on as before and downplay its significance, or to sever all relations with it in order to clear their consciences. Narcissists can be recognized by the way they deal with their own failures and setbacks in the past. While narcissists typically don't feel regret for the harm they cause, it's well known that they'll go to considerable lengths to keep others from accusing them. Narcissists can't feel genuine sorrow because of this. Any criticism aimed at a narcissist will be used to feed one of the following mental processes. Remember that they are constantly on the lookout for justifications for their actions. Many narcissists believe that their victims deserve to be treated badly because they provoked such reactions from them. Therefore, narcissists frequently experience paranoia and begin to fear for their lives. They can use this to justify their safety measures or explain their conduct. And third, when narcissists are made aware of the repercussions of their behavior, they often try to downplay or deny their significance. Narcissists have a tendency to take things personally, even if the other person didn't intend any damage. In all likelihood, their scathing or angry comments, which they dress up in a veneer of black humor, are taken entirely seriously. However, this is how they really feel since they hate people and want the other person to know it. Narcissists are confident in their own right and will assume the blame if you disagree with them. Narcissists, for instance, can try to trick you by telling you they're perfect, and you might buy it. They plan to torture their victims to death and then throw them all in a mass grave. As a final common strategy, narcissists may pretend to have forgotten the bad things they've done by engaging in selective amnesia. Individuals with a high narcissistic personality trait tend to be extremely self-absorbed and fixated on exonerating themselves from responsibility for their own actions. When a narcissist gets insulted or hurt, they don't let go of the anger and go on with their lives. By playing the victim card, they absolve themselves of responsibility for their behavior. Narcissists may have trouble or be unable to recall what really happened because they have distorted or buried their memories for so long. To get you to give up and forget everything, they want you to think this. In the event of a misstep, they intentionally distort their actions in order to erase any evidence of their wrongdoing. Narcissists employ this method to downplay the significance of their errors. To justify their behavior, they will minimize or dismiss its consequences. They shift the responsibility elsewhere and refuse to take ownership of their conduct. In other words, they can't or won't accept blame for their actions. They will place the blame on others rather than own fault for their behavior. No bitterness or remorse exists in their minds at all. Narcissists, who are insensitive to the pain they inflict others, frequently apologize in this way. According to this point of view, the narcissist will be relieved when you stop bringing them up in your criticisms. Instead of taking responsibility for their actions, they may offer an apology in an attempt to shift the focus away from themselves. After you stop chasing them, they will go back to acting normally. This idea must not be permitted to go forward. We can't let them get away with passing the buck indefinitely. Be wary of those who deny or minimize the harm they've brought about. You'll just increase the odds of slipping back into their trap if you don't. The narcissist's methods will do more harm to those who disagree with them. Now is the time to speak out against their reasons so that people will eventually cease buying into their lies. Don't count on an apology from a narcissist if you run into one. Due to their inflated sense of self-importance, they are convinced that they can do no wrong. They are unconcerned about the consequences of their actions because they believe they are invincible. Do not give them any room to maneuver. But I think that's all I can say in this video for now. It is okay to talk about your personal experiences with people who have justified or defended their bad behavior. It's always appreciated when you go out of your way to help others. When you subscribe to this channel, you may click the bell icon to receive alerts whenever new content is uploaded. Please accept my heartfelt gratitude for being here today. Thank you.